Hey guys, today we are not only going to be pairing a lot of our snakes together in the video, but we are going to be sharing with you all of our breeding plans for 2024. Okay, this is probably going to be a longer video, just going to warn you right now. There's still an echo in this building because we're still kind of moving in, but it's pairing season, so we've got to do what we've got to do. We are going to go through species by species, pair what we can on camera, but since some males are getting paired to multiple females, we won't be able to do all of our pairing right now, but we're going to try to do as much as possible. So let's start with our indigos, then we're going to move into the biggest portion of this video, which is the hognoses, and then we'll move into the other species after that. All right, so the first pair of indigos we put together, we have 2 males, 1 more at the zoo, and 4 females. Oh, they flipped their dish. Okay, guys. Nice. Really? Did you have to do that? Okay, well, I guess I have to refill that. But these were actually locked up. We have visibly seen them locked, so that's a really good sign. We have our older female here, beautiful Eastern Indigo. She's starting to get cataracts, though. These have all been DNA sequenced, so we know which are least related to the others, so we have like a specific pairing plan for these. But the male here was paired with our female, actually locked up. So good job, dude. You did it. Proud of you. We are going to pair you next. Number 4 Indigo down here, who needs an official name, but right now we have just number 4 female. There you go, okay. They are paired, ready to go. I'm gonna call them good. And then we have our other pair currently together, haven't seen any locks, so I'm gonna leave them together a little bit longer until we separate them. Okay, now we're on to hognose snakes, and we're gonna start with Bruh, our fan favorite. This is our Conda morph. That's all he's got going is just Conda. And we are going to pair him with, he's usually paired with Onomelet, but since she passed away, he gets a new girlfriend this year, and he's gonna go with Salami Mommy, who is this big chunky girl. Look at that color difference too. Yeah. Wow, it's just the variability of normal colors, I guess. He's a Conda, she's a normal. Really, we're just expecting to get some normals and some Condas from this pair. Calm down. So what we're gonna do for all these pairings of hognoses is put them together and then observe them for a few minutes. And what we're looking for is what we call the hognose twitch, where either the male or the female or both will just start twitching. And what that twitch basically means is it's one hognose communicating to the other to say, I'm a hognose, you're a hognose. Let's not eat each other, let's breed instead. So that's what we're looking for. Here's Bruh, so we're gonna let them smell each other. We're gonna spend a little extra time on this pair just to kind of show you the whole process. And we have a lot of pairings to go through today, so we're gonna go through a little faster on the others, but he is checking her out. She is flared up, not appreciative of this at all. Oh my goodness. And the reason why we're waiting for the twitch is it indicates to us that the female will realize the male isn't food, because that does sometimes happen with hognose snakes. So if they can start twitching, then that tells us they're gonna be okay together.
Unless you're too worked up to do that.
Yeah, she is quite worked up right now. So this pair we might just have to leave alone for a few minutes and we'll check in on them later, yeah. We are also planning on pairing Bruh with Waffle, who is our pastel het toffee, but since he's just a Conda, we're just expecting normals and Condas from that pairing as well. Next up is Farkas, our beautiful little male. He has a purple line, possibly het albino and possibly het lavender. We have previously paired him with Azura for 2 or 3 years now, I think 2 years now, and we've gotten only like duds from them. So we don't know if it's the male or the female. So we're gonna test it out by pairing him with Jeffina 2, who is this gorgeous albino, and she was a mother last year. She is that new strain of albinism, and we're gonna pair them together because we know she produces good eggs. And so if she produces duds again this year, we know it's the male. So it's kind of an experiment to test out Farkas this year.
Is he het albino?
He is possibly het albino. So if he does produce good eggs, we can also prove him out to see if he's het albino or not. Yeah. What do you think of each other? We're looking for a twitch. Oh, she looks quite interested in him.
And then he ran away.
And then he ran away.
I understand, dude.
Okay, Farkas. We need either you or Jeffina 2 to do the twitch.
Stop acting like a high school, middle school dance.
Oh, she's doing it! She's doing it! I see the twitch! Yes! Okay, so that means she's not gonna eat him. She wants to breed with him instead. Hooray! That's exactly what we were looking for. Wow, she's really twitching.
Yes, she is. She's like, get back here. He's like, no!
Let me out!
Oh my god, she's scary and huge.
Next up, we have a new male for breeding this year. This is Voorhees. He is
A really pretty one.
a gorgeous red albino. He's het exanthic. He is 6 years old this year, so definitely ready to breed.
He's a big male, too.
He is a good size, yeah. Big and beautiful. We're gonna pair him with Kate, who is our exanthic het albino. So since he's albino het exanthic, we could get Snows from this clutch, which is albino and exanthic combined. So we're pairing these two together in hopes that we get Snows again this year.
I think only some of our Hognoses twitch.
Yeah, not all of them do it. It's reassuring when they do, but if they don't, it's like, well, you just have to check on them more frequently.
Yeah, we'll be back here in like an hour once we're done with this to check on these guys. So.
Yep.
All right, they're not gonna twitch.
Nope, guess not. Voorhees is also going to get paired with our female Bacon, who is het albino and exanthic, so they also have a chance of making snow babies. They might also make exanthics and just albinos, and probably some normals too. Next up, we have Sideways Jeff, who is one of our wild new strains of albinism line babies. And we are going to pair him with Azura here, and Azura is a purple line, possibly het albino. So we are pairing them together to see if she is in fact het albino or not. Now, he has never been bred before, and she has only produced slugs. So she's the one we used to pair with Farkas, so it might be just her. But that's why we're splitting up the pair this year to see which snake is at fault and which one is causing the eggs to not be fertile.
They're not gonna twitch either.
Nope, guess not. Next, we have another new breeding male to us. This is Sol, S-O-L. He is an albino conda, and he is het exanthic. We're going to pair him with Eclipsa, who is an exanthic het albino. So kind of the opposite of Sol, except Sol is conda on top of it. So with these two, we are hoping to get exanthics and albinos, and if we're lucky, Snows. And since the dad is a conda, we might even get, if we're really lucky, a conda Snow.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, there it
Yep,
is.
she is. All right, she's twitching.
All right.
Perfect.
Cool.
Okay.
As long as the female twitches, we're happy, because
Yeah.
she's gonna be the one to eat him, so.
We're also going to pair Sol with Carrie, who is a normal double het snow, so just like Bacon is, and with that, we're hoping to get exanthics, snows, normals, and albinos. That would be the combination of babies
Along
we'd
with
get.
condas on top of that.
Along
too.
with condas on top,
Yeah.
that's true. Conda plus any of those mores. That would be awesome. And then lastly, we're going to pair Sol with Henwen, who is a conda het exanthic. So we could get normals and condas and exanthics, exanthic condas, maybe an exanthic super conda if we're lucky.
Oh, cool. I didn't realize she was conda too, so that would be sweet.
Next up is Bueller, our albino conda. He is gorgeous. He's a proven breeder of ours. He is going to get paired to 3 females, but first we're going to pair him with a familiar lady.
Oh, Charlotte's even out looking for him.
Oh, are you looking for your boyfriend? Here he is. You know him. This is Charlotte, my favorite snake in our collection. She's just an albino, but we've had her since before her first meal, and
She was a picky eater.
apparently, oh yeah, she was. Then we got her eating, and now she's fine.
Yep.
Okay, you know him, Charlotte. Let's see the twitch.
Don't eat each other.
Well, apparently she doesn't want to twitch this year, but that's okay. They've bred before.
And maybe they just know each other
Yeah.
now, so they don't have to explain what they are.
Right, we'll keep an eye on them, but I'm not worried about these two at all. With this pairing, we should get, just like we did last time we paired them together, all albinos, half of which will be condas, just like their dad. The 2 other ladies we are pairing Bueller with this year are Quinn, who is a wild type het albino for the new albino strains. We're just trying to outcross that to strengthen Hognose snake bloodlines, and this pairing will produce both normals and albinos. And the third female he's getting paired to is Audrey, who is a conda het albino. So that pairing should produce normals, condas, super condas, albinos, maybe albino super condas too. Okay, we have another first time pairing. We bought a pair of het sunburst, which is albino and sable. It's a gorgeous morph. And the pair is, both of them are actually ready to breed this year. So we are going to put them together as was initially planned.
These 2 also don't have names, so
Yeah, they don't have names yet.
if anybody wants to name it up, go for it in the comments.
Here we go, meet each other for the first time. Whoa.
Oh, sassy female.
She doesn't like this idea. She might not twitch then. If they're high strung, they typically don't twitch.
She'll just have to get used to him.
Yep. The het sunburst male is also going to get paired to Butterscotch, who is a very light yellow albino hognose. She doesn't have any hets or anything, so the 2 of them should create normals and just really pretty albinos, I think.
Yep, with heads, but you won't see those.
Yeah. And it's time for another brand new pairing. This is one of our males we were sent to by a fan last year who couldn't keep him. I don't know how to pronounce his name though, so we'd like to keep the name he had, but
Xerophil.
Aziraphale?
Man.
I'm sure I butchered that. Can you write the pronunciation of his name in the comments, guys? I need your help because I want to keep his name but pronounce it correctly. Anyway, he is a conda that is het toffee belly.
Okay.
So we are going to put him in with Joy, who is a pastel toffee conda. Yeah,
She's coming out to see him.
beautiful
Aw.
pairing.
You gonna twitch for us?
Let's see.
How dare you touch me, woman?
Together, this pair should produce normals and condas. Are you?
Twitch. Yep,
Oh, that
there's
is
the
the twitch.
twitch.
Okay, I'm like, is that pushing her face into his side to eat him, or is it the twitch? And it's the twitch.
It's
So
totally the twitch.
definitely, yeah,
Aw.
she's twitching.
She wants to breed.
She does,
And
that's-
he wants to kill you.
he is not happy, so I'll put him back. But we should get normals and condas and toffees, and maybe conda toffees from
That'd be
these. Okay, we are also pairing that male whose name I can't pronounce and need your help with to Leia, who is a super conda toffee belly. So they have a good chance at producing not only normals and toffees and conda toffee bellies, but also maybe a super conda toffee belly. That would be really cool. And last but not least, we are going to pair he whose name I cannot say to Akame, the hognose, who is xanthic and 66% possibly het toffee, which means she might be het toffee, she might not. So we're gonna pair her
Prove
to,
that out.
we're gonna prove it out this year, and hopefully she is het toffee. If she is het toffee, then we will just get condas and normals and toffee condas. If she is het toffee, then we will get normals and condas and toffees and conda toffees, which would be really cool. If she's not toffee, then we will get normals and condas. All right, next up is Mirage. You've seen him before. He is our conda het lavender. He actually had beautiful eggs and made super condas with mitosis in the winter. Mitosis we are not pairing in this video because she just laid eggs right before brumation, so I don't know, we're gonna have to resync her up or something. She's doing great though, by the way. We are going to pair him with our conda het lavender female, and this girl has not been bred before. She's finally big enough to breed now. He is a proven breeder though, so he should know what to do. It's just kind of up to her.
She's just, I'm gonna hit you with my head constantly. Get out of my way.
He's interested in her though.
Yeah.
He's following her a bit.
And once we put her back and she can calm down, I think things will go a little bit smooth.
Mirage is also getting paired with Lily, our super conda het lavender girl, so that they can produce condas and maybe super condas and lavender super condas, also with normals mixed in. Next up is Dropkick Murphy. He is just like Mirage actually, a conda het lavender, and we are pairing him with our visual lavender girl Tiffany, who has only produced slugs so far, interestingly. So we're trying Dropkick Murphy instead of Shaneco, so we're not doing like lavender to lavender, just to see if maybe she can produce eggs with him. So again, just trying to prove him out and hopefully get some lavenders.
Yeah, he's also looking very interested in her.
Yeah, he is.
Oh.
Next is Spider Pig. He is our xanthic male. We've never bred him before, I don't recall, but we are pairing him with big old busty Rhonda, who is 100% het xanthic and 50% het albino. He's not het albino or anything, so we're not worrying about that. We're just trying to get some xanthics like him, from this pairing. Busty, I do want you to twitch.
Yeah, you might eat somebody.
You're a big girl. I want you to show me that you're not going to eat him.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Yeah, we got the twitch.
Perfect. You're not gonna eat him.
Yeah.
And we're also gonna be pairing Spider Pig with Pearl, who is our like pink hued, really pretty normal, but she's het xanthic. So this pairing should produce normals and xanthics. Next pairing is Afternoon Delight. He is an albino and 100% het sable, and we are pairing him to Umbra, who is a new female this year. She is a super conda, and she is 66% possibly het sable. So we will get all condas from this clutch, and if we're lucky, if she proves out to be het sable, we will get sable babies this year too.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, it would. Okay, buddy, there you go. Go check out your lady friend.
She's just twitchy to be.
Yeah, she's a very dumb girl, but I love her anyway. Oh, is that it? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's the twitch.
Massive
wow,
twitch.
Big twitches from her. All right, I think they'll be fine together.
Yes.
Next up is a kind of silvery colored lavender conda. His name is Mike TV. He's not very purple, so we'll see what kind of babies he produces and if we want to keep him long term. But you know what? We're going to pair him with Lily, who is our proven breeder girl. She has made all the lavenders for us thus far. She is a super conda het lavender. So being paired with a visual lavender, she will hopefully produce, well, if they pair, they will produce about 50% normal colored, 50% lavender colored babies. And because he's a conda and she's a super conda, we're gonna get condas. All the babies should be condas. and half of them should be super condas.
This is good odds to get a lavender super conda.
Yes, it is. Mike TV is also getting paired to Becky. Becky is just a normal conda, so combined they should create super condas, but they'll all be het lavender. So we're trying to outcross a little bit the lavender gene to try to strengthen it a bit with this pairing. Next we have another familiar face. This is Lumpy. Lumpy, our proven breeder male, and we proved last year that he is het albino too. So that was kind of a fun discovery. We still have to add het albino to his tag officially, but we know he's het albino. We are going to pair him with Audrey, who is a beautiful conda het albino. We have paired her with Bueller in the past. They made beautiful babies, but you know what? We're gonna try, now that we know Lumpy is het albino, we're gonna see what pretty babies they can make together. So we're expecting condas, since that's a codom or incomplete dominant trait that she has, and we're expecting albinos from this pairing too, so maybe some albino condas.
She was thinking about doing a twitch there.
She was, yeah. Can I touch you? Since you smell a male and, oh, touch, touch, touch.
No, they're kissing.
Oh, you two are so cute together. Okay, it's hard to see, but she's kind of off and on doing really tiny twitches.
Yeah.
That's enough to tell me she's not going to eat them, so
yeah, exactly.
these two are good to go.
They went face to face and she didn't do anything to them. Plus she's doing these like micro twitches.
Yeah, that's a good word for it, a micro twitch. I haven't seen that before.
It's very strange.
Once Lumpy is done in Audrey's enclosure, then we're gonna move him over to Forever Spicy, who is just a nice, big, normal female, so we're expecting just a bunch of normals from the pairing. Okay, we only have only one more pairing to do on camera. We have a couple males that we want as secondary breeder males to females who are already paired. So anyway, we're not gonna put multiple males in with the same female in one video. So anyway, this is Crawley. He is an Arctic morph, which is a newer morph to us. We haven't actually worked with it before. He is 100% het toffee belly, and we are going to pair him with our big girl Waffle.
Oh, who's very upset.
Who's very upset, but she is evidently 100% het toffee belly too. We've just never had a male to prove it out. So we're hoping to get that this year.
Yeah, so we could get Arctic toffees.
Arctic toffees, yeah. Problem with the Arctic gene is Arctics look very similar. I mean, if you compare them, he has kind of a cleaner, lighter background, and that's part of the Arctic. But if you're just looking at him by himself, it's not a very noticeable trait.
It can be.
It can be. It's incomplete dominant, just like Conda is. So the super Arctic is very noticeable. We're not really going after the Arctic gene with this pairing. We're really just trying to get some toffees.
But they'll also, we will see the Arctic in this.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully we can see the difference in the babies that are Arctic and those that are normal.
Yeah, and Waffle is not having any of this.
Come on, let's see that twitch, Waffle.
We know you twitch.
Yeah, you've twitched before. There it is.
Yep.
I think they're gonna be just fine together. All right, that covers all the hognose pairings we're doing today. We have a couple other males who just aren't being bred this year, but we do have actually a super conda male who's really pretty. He's like black and white. That's what super conda looks like. And he is still in quarantine at our shop right now. So once he comes out of quarantine, we are going to try pairing him, if he's still showing interest, to Eclipsa, who is an exanthic het albino girl. And we're just gonna get some Arctics and het exanthics out of it. All right, next up would be bull snakes, which we have actually decided to downsize our breeding group of bull snakes this year, and that's mainly because there just isn't as much interest in them, and we usually have a lot of leftover babies at the end of the season after going through the wait lists even. So if we have so many leftovers, it kind of told us that there just isn't enough demand for bull snakes right now, and we don't want to like oversaturate the market if there aren't people who want them.
Yeah.
So in the middle of brumation, while they were still under, we decided to rehome a group of them, and we decided to keep, and it was a tough decision too, because there were a lot of snakes that I know you guys like and I know we like, but for breeding purposes, we found them an awesome new breeding type home for someone who wants to just work with them a little bit. And now we have 3 males and 4 females.
This is also the reason why we're only doing things that, first off, pique our interest and pique your guys' interest, because we don't want to oversaturate. Like, we don't want to go in and do 1,000 ball pythons, because there's already a lot of ball python breeders.
Yeah, and if we still had extra bull snakes after like months after the breeding season, that told us we needed to not breed quite as many bull snakes.
Yep.
I love them, and that's why we're still gonna breed some, just not to the extent we used to.
Exactly.
So we have 3 males and 4 females. We of course have Mr. Wilson. I couldn't rehome him. He's like my favorite bull snake.
Yeah.
So we are going to pair Mr. Wilson with Strawberry Short Snake, who is an albino, but I think she has some hidden hets. I don't know for sure, but that's why we want to pair her with Mr. Wilson, who is het white side, and he's hypo too. He's He's a albino het whiteside. So we're hoping to prove them out, or prove her out. So let's see. These guys don't really do the twitch like Hognoses do. You just kind of put them together, make sure they've met each other and seem okay. But yeah, we're pairing them together to see if she has any hidden hets. All the babies will be albino since both parents are albino. But I'm really curious to see if maybe we get some snows.
I'm gonna be interested to see what kind of albinos we get, because he's very high yellow and she's very high white.
Right,
so.
yeah. I kind of just want to see what babies they create together. Next up is our male named Fitnessgram Pacer Test. Hey buddy, he is finally, we've been raising this one up for a while. He was one of our holdbacks. And so we're like, okay, we're gonna keep him because he's young, he's really pretty. I've loved him ever since he hatched with this beautiful white side.
Yep.
We're gonna pair him with Priscilla, who is down here, Ed's nemesis.
Yep.
Fitnessgram, here's, oh, nope, Priscilla. That's not what we're doing.
Food.
No, look. Here.
He is friend, not food.
You kind of just have to throw the bull snakes on each other to
Yep.
make them not assume it's food.
That's not a great sign, like for his first pairing, she comes out mouth open at
Yeah,
him.
really. So yeah, with this pairing, we should get some beautiful albinos, and maybe if she is het whiteside, we might get some whitesides too. Maybe some snows.
Yeah, some false snows or something like that.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
And our last male bull snake is Whippersnapper, another holdback that is now officially old enough to breed. He is a ghost, or a hypo whiteside, and he is possibly het albino. So we're gonna pair him with Rocket down here, and she is a hypo albino. She's gorgeous too. So they should produce some hypos. All the babies will be hypos. And if he is het albino, they'll produce some albinos too. So we're kind of proving him out with her this year. She's the one who laid the Jesus clutch last year. The eggs that looked fertile, so we incubated them. They all went bad. So we're pairing her this year.
Yep.
And like I said, we have 4 females that we are hanging on to for breeding purposes. So actually the first 2 males, Fitnessgram, or Mr. Wilson and Fitnessgram Pacer Test, are also getting paired with Casper here, who is another ghost actually. She is a Trumbauer hypo and whiteside, and she is possibly het albino. So we're gonna try to prove that out this year too. All right, that was the end of the bull snakes. So now we're gonna move on to our miscellaneous colubrids that we're breeding this year. We have first and foremost, Moby Dick. He is a snow scaleless corn snake, and we were so excited to get him because we had been looking for a compatible male to pair with Sunny Side Up, who is our albino scaleless corn from South Mountain Reptiles. And she is big enough to breed now, so here you go. For the first time, you have a boyfriend, and for the first time, we will be breeding corn snakes, not just hatching eggs that were laid by one of our rescue corn snakes like last year. But here we go, they are together. So we will get scaleless that are all albino, and half of them will be snows on top of it. Whew. Okay, so that's all of our hognoses, the eastern indigos, the bull snakes, the corn snakes. We still have 8 other species that we're planning on breeding, but this video has gone on long enough, I'm pretty sure. So I'm just gonna list them off.
Do it rapid fire.
And maybe we'll film like footage of us pairing them quick. We're gonna pair our Texas rat snakes to hopefully get some scaleless, our black milk snakes, our Pueblan milk snakes, the eastern milk snakes, variable king snakes, Woma pythons, Mexican black king snakes, and we already got eggs from our ball pythons actually, so they're already cooking. We have false water cobras we're planning on breeding this year just a little bit later, and Vietnamese blue beauties just kind of breed whenever they want in the zoo.
We just have them together over there.
Yeah, oh yeah, we have a new trio of blue beauties. Yeah. That's right, these are new, if you want to see them. Here is our new trio of Vietnamese blue beauties. Well, there's 2 of the 3.
Yeah,
I don't know, where's the last?
Probably in this one. Yep,
Yep,
there it is.
there she is. So
Or
we have a male and 2 females. The 1 male and 1 female are holdbacks from our very first clutch of blue beauties. Now they're big enough to breed, guys. It's crazy. And we have a new unrelated female in here as well.
Look how blue they are.
Yeah, they are turning out gorgeous.
Yeah.
So
and sassy.
And very sassy, yes. I love these snakes, and I think they're starting to become a little bit more popular too, with a little bit more knowledge of them readily available. So yeah, we're excited to have more of those.
We also have the Chinese rat snakes too. That
those are paired up.
Will be paired
Yep, our garter snakes already had babies.
Yep.
Like, there's more that I'm sure I'm forgetting, but we are expecting hopefully a lot of babies this year, which is why we got a couple new baby racks.
Yeah.
Check this out. Look at that. Baby racks for blue beauties, hognoses. You know, this is a good size for a lot of different species.
Yep, stuff that's going to be with us for 2-3 weeks before we ship it out.
Yeah, exactly. Temporary enclosures, of course, just enough to get them eating and comfortable, and enough that we know that they're going to thrive, and then we can send them to their new homes.
Exactly.
So yeah, we're pretty excited for this year's breeding season. Fingers are crossed that we have at least half of the hognose clutches that we're pairing this year. If we have half, we call it a good year, and we have more hogs than ever hopefully breeding this
year. The only thing that I'm a little nervous about is last time we moved animals from like one place to another place, we had really bad luck.
Oh,
so
I
I'm
forgot
hoping
about that.
the snakes don't do that to us this year.
Let's hope not. So cross your fingers, cross your toes for us, guys, and let's all hope for a successful breeding season. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Patreon backers, for your amazing support, and fingers are crossed.
Should we go see if anything's breeding?
Yes.
Look at that twitch.
Wow.
All right, there we go. That's what we're looking for. He's really trying to get her, Voorhees.
Big old poop in here, which is a good looking poop.